I am good, Antonella. Thank you for tuning in last night as well, love. Thank you very much. Please get sharing. Important stuff. This we're on Rutland Drive in Bury, just back a mile out of the town centre, past the college and stuff like that. And there's been a murder. There hasn't just been a murder. There's been a rape and murder and of a woman. Rape and murder of a woman. 3 men arrested. Aged, one of them's about 30 something. One of them's 61, I think. Another one's 50 odd or something like that. 3 men. Yes, good morning, Stephen. So yeah, we're on Rutland Drive. I've just been given some shit. Some guy walked past with his dog, said, "I'm not wanted here, and I'm a grifter." And I'm like, "What?" Well, I said, "I'm not moving. Never told you to me, but you're not wanted here." And I went, "Well, I'm in my public space, so I'm staying." And he walked off with his dog, but I don't know if he knows me already or anything like that. But yeah, so we're on Rutland Drive in Bury, not far from the college, and there's been a murder. There's been a murder. A woman has been murdered. The newspapers are saying she's been raped and then murdered and 3 men have been arrested and in connection with it, an investigation underway at Bury. So last year, guys, we had Sarah Hussein, who got burnt to death in the middle of the street. Right, man, Dave, I'm coming. We're coming. I seen it. We're coming. He said that he's going to do that. So yeah, so we're at Rutland Drive, Bury. That's where we are now. There's been a murder. Another woman murdered. Obviously, there's going to be 2 ways it's going to fan out. You're not going to hear nothing of it, or there's going to be riots. Now, if you're going to hear nothing of it, it'll be because the people aren't white. And if there is riots, it's because the murderers are white and the woman's white. So only 2 things that's going to happen. Sarah Hussein got burnt to death last year. There was one article in there was a round of articles in paper. There's been nothing since. There's been nothing. No one said anything. No feminists have come out. No women have come out kicking off that a woman is burnt to death during the daylight, broad daylight, on a street. People have been watching CCTV. I've got a video footage, and there's a family watching a CCTV of her getting burnt to death. And that's in Rutland Drive. Right, I'm going over to Coppers, see if I can get anything out of them. I know you can't say anything, but I'm guessing there's an investigation underway into the murder of that woman. Right. Thanks. So, Coppers, ongoing investigation. Obviously, I'm not going to say no more. I could either of them, but it'd be a waste of time. They're not going to say nothing. But there is an investigation underway. Not sure what house they're looking at round here or protecting. It looks like they're caged up outside someone's house. But yeah, so we're on Rutland Drive and another murder in Bury. There were one last year, Sarah Hussein. I've got the video, I've put the video up many a times, burnt to death during day. And now there's 3 men arrested for the rape and murder of another woman in Bury. I don't know any ethnicities or anything. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to blame anyone particular unless I talk to a member of the public and they tell me, but I'm not going to say that. Which is the wrong thing to say, but another murder. So 2 murders within about 6 months of each other of women in Bury. There's hardly been a peep on the news. I mean, if they're going to riot, they're going to riot over Sarah. If they're going to riot over Sarah Everard, why ain't the riots in Bury over these two women being killed? I'm just saying. It's common sense. Women getting killed, or does it matter that what colour these women are? Does it matter? Because Sarah Hussein hasn't. Nothing's been said about her. What, one round of articles on the day it happened, and nothing since. Not no statement of any of the Labour scum councillors and MPs in this area. Nothing. No one said nothing else in anything on Twitter. Nothing else in the news. Honestly, you know, the thing is, you councillors and MPs are supposed to look after our communities and create community cohesion. There is no community cohesion. You won't even talk about Sarah Hussein. Why? Because of political correctness. That's why you won't talk about it. And I'll tell you straight. I will tell you straight. Just like I told Andy Burnham to take political correctness out of investigations. That's what I said to him in the Mayor's question time. Can anyone else say that they've said that to the Greater Manchester Mayor? There won't be many. There won't be many you can say that. But Big John has. Big John has. And I'm going to continue to talk about these things because there are issues in our community. Political correctness divides everybody. No matter what community you're in, it divides you. And we need to take political correctness out so we can get cohesion in our communities. There's nothing. I've talked about it many a times. You all know my feelings on it. Many other people have talked about it. We all realise if we do not take that political correctness out, then our communities are going to become more divided. We have to openly be able to talk about issues in our communities. As a councillor, I'm hoping that I would be able to do that. And I wouldn't be feared or upset or influenced by political correctness. So we're in Bury. I'm going to pop round and see our mate Mike Dave in a minute. But we're in Bury on Rutland Drive. There is actually another area where they arrested someone. They went to two houses. I'll just have a quick, see if I can quickly find it. Just I can't find it, but there was another. Yes, Gaz Triller. Nunsif, hello there, love, hello. From Glasgow. Aye. Ouija. Yes, DJ Jimmy. So yeah, yes, Roch. So we're on Rutland Drive. Another murder, rape and murder. 3 men have been arrested. 30 odd, late 30s, 40s, and I'm sure one of them was over 60, 61 or 61. So quite a big age range, but rape and murder, and it's happened in Bury. Again, there's not been one round of articles in paper, but I will be tweeting the Bury MPs, Bury GMP, Bury South and Bury North, and I'll be keeping a close eye on this case, considering Sarah Hussein was brutally torched to death last year within 6 months of this incident. It's not on. And it looks a nice community. The houses are nice and all this lot. I wonder how people feel, members of the public feel that this is happening and your MPs aren't doing anything. Your councillors aren't doing anything. I don't see any of them coming out saying anything, saying this is going to be stamped out, saying that they're not having this sort of stuff here. I haven't seen anything like that in any of the papers or anything. I understand the police have investigations to do. I only reported twice on Sarah Hussein, and I talked to a couple of members of the public first time I went down, and one of them, a Muslim guy, said it was an honor violence, and that's what a member of the public in a car coming past asked me what I was doing, and that's what he said. So I've gone on that line, I've gone on that line on that particular case. I don't know what colour or ethnicity of this woman or the murderers or anything, don't know, but another woman murdered in Bury, another one. Within 6 months, a brutal murder. And this is in your Bury communities. What you doing? What you doing? Honestly, what you doing? Aren't you worried? Aren't you concerned about your wives, your sisters, your kids, or anything? Are you not? You're concerned? Well, you should be. You absolutely should be. That's why I want to get into politics. NHP UK, watch out for me in Bury. We want people to stand up and be counted in their constituencies, their wards. So if you feel like you might have a naggle at having a go at running, get in contact with me. I'm sure. Yes, James. I'm sure. Yes, Matthew. I'm sure that I can guide you and maybe give you a bit of help or anything. So please, honestly, Bury, we want people to stand up and be counted. We want people to stand up and look after the communities. We don't want political correct people who are not going to say things. We want people to be honest and tell us what they feel and what they think. It's your area in Bury. Sure, I'm not interfering. I'm not telling. I'll help you, me. I'll help you. If you want to know more about voting, getting into the council or anything, please email me. I'll put my banner up. You can email me there and I'll get back to you and I'll answer you. If you fancy standing up, get in contact with me. I've got my own political party in the making. I'm going to focus on getting local council seats. So that's anyone in Bury. Please, I want people to stand up because this is going to carry on and no one's going to do nothing. And then you'll be afraid to walk the streets. You won't let your wife walk out. Remember, Javid Mia in Oldham sexually assaulted a woman who don't like going out of the house now, and he got a suspended sentence. So sorry, women of Bury, you're under threat. Whoever you are, whatever race, religion, you're under threat. If two women can be brutally murdered within 6 months of each other, brutally, then don't think it can't happen to somebody else. So we're in Bury on Rutland Drive. Just had a chat with coppers. He can't say anything, but he did say there's an investigation underway. I'm happy with that. I'm sure the police will come out with some details eventually. So yeah, we're in Bury and we're in Rutland Drive. Right, we're going to hang up. How are we hanging up? Yeah, so just a quick video. We're going to hang up and get off, and we'll catch up with everyone soon. I'll do more on this. I'll be doing streams next week, and I'll talk about this on some videos. So just watch. I have got a few friends in Bury, so I'm hoping that they will be getting in contact with me with any details that they might know. It was a patriot in Bury last year who sent me the Sarah Hussein video. You know what I mean? With her being burnt to death. No, I didn't see it anywhere else, but it got sent to me. But we're in Bury, and we want people to stand up to be councillors. Our towns, our northern towns, are getting hellholes. Look at the Reece Tandy murder in Bolton. 15 and 16-year-old lured him out and then killed him, stabbed him to death. They've been named in the paper. The two lads have been named in the paper. So that's 3 white lads, Reece Tandy and his 2 killers, white, brutally murdered in Bolton. Brutally murdered in Bolton. Coaxed out of his house by a couple of phone calls and texts, lured somewhere, then he was killed. Honestly, and these are 15 and 16-year-old kids, ladies and gentlemen. They're not adults doing this. The kids, that they're absolutely stabbing everything up. Her name was Charissa Brown. Oh, thank you, James. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, yeah, thank you, guys. James and the Rocks, you're well on it. Thank you very much. Charissa Brown. So she's been raped and murdered. And it's just not fair. It's not fair that us members of the public have to go through this. And like the article said, oh, people are shocked. Why are people shocked? A woman was burnt to death last year, just a mile away from here, a mile and a half away from here. A woman was burnt to death. And what, people are shocked? Look, you know, it's a regular occurrence. It's getting normalised. It's got normalised, and it's just ridiculous. So we're in Bury. from Rutland Drive, Bury, where they made arrests. I'm guessing it's an house just up there. Talking to coppers and the parks on certain part of the road, so it must be one of them houses. 3 men have been arrested, aged between late 30s, and the oldest is 61. And they've been arrested on suspicion of rape and murder. That's exactly what the article says. But yeah, so nothing about Sir Hussein. Well, I'll have to look into poor Charissa Brown. So she was 30 odd. Would she have had kids? Would she have had kids and stuff like that? Honestly, what a brutal world we live in. What a brutal world we live in. So, Big Johnny here. I'm reporting from Rutland Drive in Bury. And I'm going to be, I'm cutting off now, but thank you for coming on. Yes, Brian Parsonage. If anyone's got any links, just send them to me on WhatsApp or whatever, and I'll have a look at them when I get a minute. And I'll probably do a bit more on this after. But thank you very much, guys. I'll catch up with you all soon.